The Academy Awards are going down this Sunday, and Deadline.com is giving you all the details. I'm Brian Corsetti here with Pete Hammond, Deadline's awards columnist, and we are discussing Pete's picks for the documentary category. 5 solid films, 4 are politically heavy, 1 musical. What's your take?
Well, it's interesting because, they've fixed this category year after year after year. There's always controversy with the documentary categories. Michael Moore, who's, of course, controversy surrounds him too, became a governor of the Academy and decided to come in and make this a more populist thing. And so he opened it up to the Academy at large and to larger groups of voters. They had a problem in the nomination phase because the people voting on all these documentaries suddenly had 80 movies dropped at their door, and he didn't expect that. It used to be these smaller committees that would do 15 films each. All of a sudden everybody's got to watch 150 movies. So they'll probably change that again next year, but somehow they whittled it down and really came up with a smart group of 5 nominees. You haven't heard any complaints, which is what you always hear in this category. So again, typical kinds of nominees here, though. Heavyweight subject matter, The Invisible War, about the rape of women in the military. You have How to Survive a Plague, which is always about the AIDS crisis, a stunning movie. You have The Gatekeepers, which is about Shin Bet and the Israel CIA. And you have 5 Broken Cameras, which is Israeli-Palestinian issues. I mean, all of these things. And then you have Searching for Sugar Man, which is one of the most impressive movies I've seen. Not just documentaries, but movies in terms of structure. It's built, it's suspenseful. The way it's directed, this guy spent 10 years developing this movie, and it's such a great story. It's about this singer named Rodriguez who was forgotten. He's from Detroit. His career ended years ago. It's 30 years he hasn't been in the spotlight. But suddenly, these filmmakers discovered this guy that nobody knows who he is like the symbol of the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa. His music speaks to South Africans. He's like the Beatles there. He's like Elvis there. He doesn't know it. He has no idea he's the superstar in South Africa. He's working a day job. And so this filmmaker goes out searching for him, finds him, brings him back to this career that he really never had. It's an extraordinary movie. Wow. It is my pick not only for the best feature documentary this year, but for one of the best movies of the year.
Do you think that the content that set itself up for the other 4 helps this movie? Or
I do. Normally music documentaries have no place in this category. They never even get nominated. Showbiz documentaries never get nominated here. It's always these heavy subjects, so I think the others cancel themselves out, and the fact that this one got in there, and the fact that they changed the rules this year so that the entire Academy now has been sent these 5 documentaries to watch. You're going to have a much more populist kind of vote this year, and the one that really fits into that is Searching for Sugar Man.
It's going to be a very interesting Academy Awards.
Yeah, you're telling me.
For more information on the Oscars this Sunday, head on over to Deadline.com. You also want to make sure to follow Pete on Twitter at DeadlinePete. I'm Brian Corsetti. We'll see you soon.